Welcome back to another edition of Weekly Sports Talk. Alongside Kalehl Brown, I'm Jared Hilton. Cedar Falls boys basketball team was on the road at Cedar Rapids Prairie last night, picking up the victory 71-40. The girls were out of action. They're going to be looking forward to their next game versus West at Cedar Falls. That's on Saturday. How'd you guys play in that game, and how's that momentum gonna carry over as you play tomorrow at Cedar Rapids Kennedy and into the postseason coming up?
Yeah, we struggled a little bit in the first half. I'm not going to lie. There was, a couple turnovers. We turned the ball over too many times in the first half. We weren't stepping in, taking enough charges, helping each other on defense enough. And, Coach really got into us at halftime. We stepped up and played a really good second half defensively. And, we were hitting some shots. And, playing really good defense creates a great offense, too, as well. And so that's what we were doing. And tomorrow versus Kennedy is going to be a really tough game. They're eighth in the state, I believe, right now in the poll. So they're playing really well, and they beat Linn-Mar, and they just came off of beating Jefferson by 16, and they're a really good team. They're playing really good right now. So hopefully we can come out get a good win versus them and away to finish off the regular season as we carry on to sub-state.
Yeah, Kennedy's one of those teams that's just caught fire, and they've gone on a real streak. I think one of the biggest stories of Iowa high school basketball this year is Linn-Mar. State champions last year. They lost to Bohannon, but you still have Marcus Page, who's a senior. He's a North Carolina commit to play basketball. They've picked up multiple losses now. A lot of people thought Linn-Mar was a championship contender, that they were a front runner to repeat again. Why do you think that they aren't having as much success as last season?
Well, I think a big part of that is Matt Layson, which is their second swingman. Their next guy in line, Marcus Page, has been out for most of the season. And, he's a good player. He committed to Albany, actually, off a scholarship. I've seen him play, and I've played with him before. He's a really good, strong player. So that might be part of the reason. They're a really good team. They play hard. And, I'm looking for them to be, if they get to state, which I think they will, especially with Matt Layson coming back and getting back into things after, that serious injury that he had. And they have another kid, Jimmy Roth, who's pretty good. I think they'll be a tough team to beat come state time. So, I wouldn't take them lightly at all. But, yeah, as far as state championship goes, I don't know if they have enough as the past couple of years to do it this year. And I'm hoping that the Cedar Falls men's team, can, do it this year. I think we're really talented, and we have a good chance of winning all this year if we just play our best basketball and see what happens.
The Rustlers had districts on Saturday. Cedar Falls qualified for the state tournament, including senior Nick Terpstra, freshman Dan Kelly, senior Sam Daggett, and senior Nick Hagerdorn. Qualifying for is definitely good for the wrestlers. They're excited about that. State wrestling is Thursday and Friday tomorrow. Starts tomorrow in Des Moines. They're excited for that. Cedar Falls is going to take a lot of people down to that and support them. Hagedorn's actually a returning state winner. He won state last year, and you gotta like Nick Terpstra's chances wrestling 285 heavyweight class. And so, what do you see going on there?
Yeah, it's really good to see those guys get out there and win their districts and get to state. Sending 4 guys, it's really good. Return state champion winner Nick Hagedorn, Sam Daggett's really good guy. Terpstra in the heavyweight, and Dan Kelly in the smaller weights. But hopefully they can go out there Thursday and Friday to perform. It's all about preparing, and those guys giving them good reps before to help those guys who are going to state. And hopefully, they'll get out there and they're just wrestle to their best abilities, Go out there, be aggressive, do the things that they need to do to hopefully get far, into that state tournament. And hopefully they can just come back with another, get a championship in their weight class possibly. You never know.
UNI beat Illinois State Saturday by a score of 78-63. Tonight they'll be playing at Evansville. What are you looking for out of this Panther team? A real roller coaster year for them. Tonight, Evansville. What do you see their chances being?
Yeah, that's a really good win versus Illinois State. It was a top 4 team in the conference. UNI really has been up and down this year. It's just been depending on the night, they've just been really inconsistent. But I feel like UNI is a team who can play with anyone in the NBC conference. As we just saw, Crane, who I thought was a clear runner to win the NBC tournament this year, got blown out by Wichita State by 20+. So you never know. what could happen. But I think tonight at Evansville, they just need to get back to the basics and just playing their swinging the ball around, playing good help defense. They have a couple scores. They don't have one main score, but they keep moving the ball around. They get a good shot and just play their best basketball. And they come out playing and preparing right, then I think they can play with anyone. So I think they should be able to get a win versus a mediocre Evansville team tonight playing on the road.
For another edition of Weekly Sports Talk alongside Kalehl Brown, I'm Jared Hilton.